Get him, Aaron Donald. Get him, Aaron Donald. Man, that is the most vicious strike I've seen since the White House hit Marjorie Taylor Greene on Twitter. Welcome to Open Mic. We like to start the show with a few stories or hot take on a story you're not likely to see anywhere else. I'm from gorgeous Prince George's, and now I spill the tea in D.C., so you know these jokes come from a place of love. Let's start things off right here in Virginia at Tyson's Corner Mall, where 12-year-old Alejandro Buxton has become the mall's youngest leaseholder with his successful organic candle business, Smells Like Love.
Alejandro Buxton is just like any other 12-year-old.
I like to build with Legos.
He goes to school, takes family vacations.
He has a very expensive comic book habit.
And has his own store at Tyson's Mall. Or he will. This empty space where his candle shop
Between Victoria's Secret and Banana Republic.
Smells Like Love will soon occupy.
Man, when I was 12, the only thing I owned was a Sega Genesis and about 4 games. But I guess if you subtract the ones that I borrowed from friends, that would be 2 games. And I thought that love smelled like pepperoni pizza. Alejandro has a whole business. By the way, he started Smells Like Love during the pandemic, so he's proof that all that bettering ourselves we said we'd do during the lockdown actually worked for somebody. So congratulations to Alejandro. Also, congratulations to Alejandro's mom for supporting his efforts, because most parents in Tyson's are picking their kids up from soccer practice after school. She's negotiating leasing terms and reviewing inventory with hers. Keep up the great work, Alejandro. I look forward to possibly hosting a show on the TV network you buy when you're 25. I chose this next story because it involves children and overachievers. Nick Cannon announced that he's expecting his 9th child and by the way, his 3rd with girlfriend Brittany Bell, in an Instagram post featuring a video of the couple's maternity photo shoot. Because you know Nick wasn't missing that photo shoot. Nick Cannon is nothing if not consistent. If he keeps having babies in 30 years, most of humanity will be descendants of Nick Cannon. He's like a TV host version of Abraham from the Bible, although I guess that'll make those Wild 'N Out residuals really complicated. His descendants will rule the reality TV landscape for years to come. I don't even watch The Masked Singer because I'm scared I might wake up pregnant. Nick is a fertility menace. Nick Cannon watches episodes of Maury Povich and says to himself, challenge accepted. Y'all catch my drift. Now I'm gonna stop making jokes about him because Nick Cannon can afford to raise enough kids for a 5-on-5 basketball game with substitutions. More power to him, I guess. Congratulations to Nick and Brittany. We're headed to Crimea for this next story, where a shirtless tourist in a Speedo unknowingly exposed Russian military positioning in a vacation photo. And from the looks of things, that's not all he's exposing. But let's keep things tasteful after that Nick Cannon story. We got to clean it up. The military vehicles in the background of Captain Dadbod's picture revealed the positioning of Russia's active S-400 air defense systems. Now, Russia should have known better than to put their secret defense system on a beach during the summertime. It was just a matter of time before something like this happened. And honestly, it could have been worse. This is Europe, so that Speedo might have been optional. This overshare / Russian national security crisis may have in fact saved Ukrainian lives in the most ridiculous way possible. Now, this is the most positive story I'll ever report on somebody with way too much Speedo confidence. And I chose this last story because it's the natural progression from talking about Nick Cannon and then the Russian Speedo guy. Oscar Mayer is now selling frozen wiener-pops and calling them cold dogs. Now, hot dogs, let me holler at you for a second. What's going on with you, man? Hot dogs are having the weirdest renaissance right now, between this and then the Yankees fan who drank beer out of a hot dog straw at a game. It's been a surreal week. The baseball straw guy, I will tell you, would absolutely love these. A cold dog would keep his beer cold while he indulges. But I need to know, when people start getting this extra with hot dogs, was it a pandemic boredom thing, or have these hot dog shenanigans been going on for years underneath our collective noses? One thing I do know, Oscar Mayer wasn't missing out on a chance to secure the glizzy bag. Oh, I wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly like to be. Because if I were an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me. Y'all know that jingle was fire. Maybe that's where all this madness started. By the way, my favorite story, well, it's not Nick Cannon saying I'm the pappy for the ninth time. Oh, I'm a gigolo, spending lots of dough. I'm going to go with the only time I've ever been happy to see a Speedo pic, because it might never happen again. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say never.